power of the wind.
When I'm sailing here on a beautiful ship like this, on a day like this is my favorite place to be on the planet. The wind that we feel in the sails now is sufficient to provide electricity to every household in Holland. One of the things I would really like to see is more of the world being powered by wind power.
Giant wind farms are the fastest growing energy source on Earth. Huub den Rooijen is the architect of one of the biggest wind farms ever constructed. It lies 16 kilometers off the Dutch coast.
This wind farm is very much state-of-the-art. It is the combined effort of a large team of people working for many years to get Holland's first offshore wind farm off the ground.
This monumental feat of engineering begins on dry land. Transporting the turbine blades from the factory requires immense coordination. Each blade is 40 meters of epoxy and carbon fiber. That's nearly half the length of a football pitch.
When I grew up, wind turbines were small machines that you would find in a farmer's backyard and that would supply enough power for the farm. In the late 90s, people were talking about wind turbines of a megawatt. Well, a megawatt of wind power is basically enough to give electricity to hundreds and hundreds of homes. And I thought that was a great concept. That was a vision that inspired me.
To work in one of the world's stormiest seas, construction crews need a stable platform. The ship Sea Energy has 4 legs that descend 20 meters to the seabed. It takes a solid rock mooring to lift hundreds of tons of steel.
You're looking at some of the largest wind turbines that are ever being built on the planet.
Nearly 30 meters of the tower are sunk into bedrock beneath the sea floor. Another 20 meters are under the water. The remaining 65 meters rise up into the sky.
You want wind turbines to be big because big is beautiful in this business. It means it's efficient, it's powerful. It means that the turbine is high up in the sky where the wind is strong and the wind is more constant, so the energy is converted more efficiently. That's why wind turbines always have to be very tall.
Maneuvering these giant steel towers in the middle of the ocean is dangerous. So far, there have been no accidents. But one slip and $4 million of custom engineering could be sent crashing to the bottom of the sea. Lars Boesen is the construction foreman.
Just trying to catch the foundation. It has a lot of swell at the moment, so the crane, the whole ship is bending. That's why it's dancing a little bit now.
Once the tower is aligned with the foundation, the crew tightens the bolts, all 140 of them. Next, there's a 20-story climb to attach the turbine. It takes about 24 hours to complete each turbine assembly.
we have to take care because it's dangerous stuff we are working with here. So everybody has to take care, take a look what everybody else is doing, because sometimes it's going a little bit quickly, so you have to be aware.
The Dutch winters can be pretty severe. We can have some high gales. We've had 14-meter waves during the construction phase already, and these turbines have not been harmed.
The North Sea is famed for its fury. But volatile weather is precisely why they're here. Warm air from the Gulf Stream colliding with cold Arctic air produces turbulence and strong winds. The blades start to turn in winds as light as 12 kilometers per hour. And when winds reach storm force around 90 kilometers per hour, the blades automatically stop. Inside the generator, as with the hydropower plants in New York, a coil rotates in a magnetic field to generate electricity. The next step is to attach the generator, which already has two of its blades, to the mast. The crane operator must line up his load within millimeters. No easy task. The final operation is the most difficult and dangerous, attaching the third blade to the generator. The crew must line up all the bolts perfectly. If a single bolt is bent, the whole turbine will have to be taken apart and hauled back to land.
They look pretty simple on the outside. Well, they're about as simple as aeroplanes. Inside the jet engine is very, very high tech. Inside these turbines is equally high tech.
The wind farm has been completed. The 36 turbines will generate 108 megawatts, enough electricity to power 100,000 homes.
It's a project that I've been working on for the last 6 years. And to finally see it here complete is fantastic. And I'm really very, very proud. I'll certainly be around in 25 years, but probably not in 50. But my children will be around in 50 years' time. And I want them to live in a world that's safe and where they have sufficient energy to meet their needs.
We can't afford to sit back and just wait and see what happens. If we want to deal with the future challenges of climate change, we have to act today.